How's it going, guys? My name is Mr. Boss for the win, and in this video we're going to be talking about some Black Ops 2 theories that I kind of thought of. So recently I watched Back to the Future. It was on TV. It was really late at night. I was feeling real sleepy, so I decided to watch it. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, and that got me thinking, what if we could go back in time and talk to the developers of Treyarch and tell them, maybe what to do better, maybe what not to include into the game, and how they could have made Black Ops 2 better. So let's rewind the clock. It's, in the development process for Black Ops 2, and we get to be in a room with Black Ops 2 developers for an hour or so, and we get to tell them our experiences through 9 months. So I've come up with a little list. Let's get started. Alright, so the first and probably most obvious one we would all talk about is kind of the lag compensation. Their multiplayer matchmaking, search settings, which is set to be skill-based matchmaking instead of connection-based, which I actually favor. Connection-based matchmaking always should be first and foremost. So I think we should tell them that. I think we should tell them that, they made good progress. The skill-based matchmaking is... it's good in theory. You don't want to have guys that have never played the game going up against lobbies of J Nasties and the Mark of J's, but it's also nice to have connection be the front runner, because this game's downfall, or one of its downfalls, is definitely the lag in this game. The connections sometimes are very shady. I find myself on the wrong end of gunfights, etc. So I definitely think that would be the first thing I would really tell them. The second thing I would mention is a little bit of gun balancing. You can see that this Remington shotgun that I'm using right now would be one of the things that I think they would need to balance out the gate, because right now the Remington has only gotten one patch and it really hasn't affected it at all. The Remington is still one of the most powerful weapons in the game, the red screen gun, etc. And I think that it needs to be patched a little bit. The shotgun, especially the Remington, a little bit overpowered. You see me using it, but that's because it is overpowered. I'm going to take advantage of the opportunities that I get. I guess I could also say you would balance the LMGs a little bit more. The LMGs, especially with the target finder attachment, are, very excruciating to go against, to say the least. It's very difficult when someone has, a red box that appears around you, and they wouldn't have seen you unless they had been using the target finder attachment. So that's one thing that's a little bit frustrating. The third thing I would definitely mention are the maps. There's definitely too many small maps in this game, a small to medium-sized map. I would like to see a variety of good big maps. There are probably no good big maps out of the ones I could think. Aftermath, Carrier, let's see, I would consider Drone a larger map, which in other games wouldn't actually be that large. And I really don't just like any of them. I'm not a fan of them all. Some of the Black Ops 1 larger maps, I was actually a really big fan of. Array, let's see, there was just so many other ones that I was a really big fan of. Havana was a really nice one as well, and that was a larger size map also. So yeah, I definitely want to see a better variety of maps and a better, good size maps that I actually can enjoy, because at this point I'm all about the small and medium sized map, and that might just be because of Black Ops 2's playstyle, how it really plays, but I would definitely have liked to seen some bigger maps that I actually enjoy playing on. And finally, one of the last things I would tell them is treat your season pass holders a little bit better, because we saw that the DLCs are getting more valuable with the introduction of bonus zombies weapons and bonus multiplayer weapons, and maps that are really good, and then personalization packs that are just more money in your pocket. If you got the season pass holder, you deserve to ride all the big roller coasters, meaning the the big rides, which in this case would be the main DLCs like DLC 1, Revolution, Uprising, and then at a minimum, you should get a discount on your small rides and candies and concessions, etc. So instead of having to pay full price for the DLCs, just treat your season pass holders a little bit more nicely, and I think that would definitely be awesome. Speaking of DLCs, don't stop after the first nice one. Revolution was awesome, including a new multiplayer weapon that's never been done before, and then why come out 3 weeks later and say, oh, we're done with that? That was hugely successful. Revolution was hugely successful. I love the Peacekeeper. Why would you do that, guys? You're making money off of it, but you're also providing a better product. I can understand why maybe they didn't have enough room with the Xbox and PS3 hardware, but on these new generations of consoles, if you can hear me, if you can go back in time, 2012, David Vonderhaar, please don't stop at adding awesome DLCs. Keep them coming. We really like that. We don't want to be sold short anymore now that we've experienced a taste of the good life as far as DLC goes and as far as any downloadable content in the future. So I think that's all I would really tell them. Anyways, guys, my name is Mr. Boss of the Win. Like I've said, I would encourage you guys to leave a like, favorite, and subscribe if you are so inclined. And I would encourage you guys to leave a comment down below. What would you tell the developers of Treyarch if you could go back in time and maybe, you know, give them a pointer or two about Black Ops 2? Thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.